are in Najaf, and as you look here, the cemetery of Najaf, one from the largest cemetery in all the world. It's especially holy area for the Shia Muslim people. They buried them family or any members from them a friend. The reason because the shrine of Imam Ali is buried also here, so they believe all the land here is holy. The cemetery was exist like from the 6th century all the way until now, and the area for it is 10 kilometers square. Welcome in Samarra. Samarra was the capital to Islamic Empire between 7 and 8 until 9th century. In the past was Baghdad the capital, but then when the caliphate is called Al-Mutawakkil Billah come to be the king, he changed all the capital from Baghdad to build Samarra. And the reason why he built Samarra, because his mother was from this area, so he changed all the capital to be near from his mother family. When he became here, he built this mosque, the Grand Mosque of Samarra, and he built the minaret for this mosque. The minaret is at 52 meters, and there is 399 stairs to go to the top. And this mosque, when they built it, it was the largest mosque in all the world. They built the mosque between 1848 and they finished it 1852. It took 4 years from them. The minaret, the reason why they built it is for the mu'adhin, the guy who called people to pray. He was climbing 5 times per day to call people to come to tell them the time for a prayer time. And even if the people doesn't listen to the sound, they can see there is someone in the top, so they know it's the time for prayer. Well, لازم أقول لأبوها they ask, they can take a picture with your daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
Iraq's sun looks really hot, but right now it really isn't. It's kind of cold right now, like by Iraqi standards, because well, it's always hot. It's like 25, still warm, but oh, it's fun.
Abu Dalef, it was one from the famous general in Abbasid period. So they built this mosque and they give the name for the general to the mosque. This one they built it after 7 years from the Grand Mosque of Samarra. The Grand Mosque of Samarra, they built it 852. This one they built it 859. Only 700. And this one is, the taller for it is 20 meters only. The Grand Mosque is 52 meters. And the stairs is between 100 to 150 stairs. But now it's completely abandoned and destroyed. To me, I like this one more because you feel it's more ancient. Welcome in Lalish temple. Lalish temple is the main temple for the Yazidi religious. Yazidi religious is one from the oldest religions was exist in the Mesopotamia. In all the world you can find the follower for this religious in Syria, Iraq, a little bit from them in Iran, and Armenia and south of Russia. But the main majority for the Yazidi in general, it's in Iraq, and they can reach to 500,000 person. But most of them, after the war with ISIS, they leave Iraq and now they live in Europe between Germany and Netherlands. Here it's one from the main temple for them, and they should come like at least one in their life to this temple. And also inside this temple there is the grave for the Prophet, for the Yazidi people, and also they believe on all the religious and all the Prophet. The temple in the Ottoman time, it was a school because the Ottoman was against the Yazidi people, so they take the temple and they change it to make it like a school. Until the Ottoman leave Iraq in 1918, they change it to make it a temple again. And also in the religious is a very close community, and there is no convert to this religious. You should born from a father and a mother Yazidi. Otherwise you can't be from them. You should like be from the pure blood. And also they have like three levels they have in the religious. The religious people, like let's say the monks, the noble and the normal people. And to marriage between these level is not allowed. You should marriage from your
Your level.
your level.
Yes.
And here you can see the ball on the top. It's representing the sun, and this is the line for the sun, because for them the sun is very important, and they believe it's the beginning of everything. The grave for the Prophet, for this religious.
It's a real grave.
Yeah, the real grave. And you see these people who walk around it, they was like praying. And also in Yazidi religions, they pray 5 times per day, 3 times on the direction for the sun, and 2 times on the direction for the temple. When the sun disappears, like is gone, they will pray on the direction for the temple. But the 3 rest, when the sun is off, they directly on the side for the sun. So So in this room, in the past, they was collecting the olive oil, because I mentioned before, the Yazidi is famous here. They grow up the olive to make olive oil from it, and in these jars they was putting the olive oil, and they was also even seal it to bring money, or they was make the fire from it. And even now, if you look inside some jars, you can still see it. And all this floor now is covered with the olive oil, but is dry. Come. So today is 13th of November. We are in Lalish, north of Iraq.
توماس
Thomas. Sajjad, تعال تفضل. Sajjad, the driver. And we hope everyone to be happy and enjoying your life. And the boss also here. Come, the boss.
little boss.
The little boss. I don't know why she's boss, but she's the boss. And enjoy. Here we have a monastery for Mar Hermizd, and Mar Hermizd, it was one from the monks who was living in this region, and after he died, because he was very good person, there is two Persian prince. They donate money and they built this monastery. They built it in the 7th century, 640, and after they built it, the rest of the Chaldeans start to be living around the monastery. The monastery destroyed 3 times. First time was in the 13th century by the Mongols when they entered to Iraq, and the second time was at 16th century by the Ottoman, and the third time and last time it was at 17th century by the Persian when they want to take this area. This monastery was also very famous because it was the center of the Christian for all the Middle East. Until 19th century, they back again to the Vatican. Before that, they was the center of the Middle East is this monastery. Last thing happened to this monastery was in 1975, when the revolution for the Kurdish and Christian happened to make a special region for them. The army closed the monastery and they doesn't open it again until the 80s. And in the past, there was like monks living there, but now all the monks is go down. They're living in the church. We see it when we enter. And now it's like just church. They just even some Sunday they make pray, and sometimes they doesn't do it. So here the monastery of Mar Matthew. Mar Matthew, he was one from the famous monk who was living in the south of Turkey, but because the Roman was at that time not good relation with the Christianity, so he leave south of Turkey and he come to live here, and a lot of people they start following him. So they collect money and they built this monastery in the 4th century. At 5th century, the Persian come and they burn all the monastery, because when they built it in the first time, it was just from wood, and they built also very large library next to the monastery. But the Persian burned all the monastery with the library, and the people leave the area until 6th century, 544. They back again to the monastery, and all the way until the 13th century, when the Mongols enter to Iraq, they come and also destroy the monastery for the second time, and doesn't build until the 15th century. After 15th century, the monastery, it was also to be very important in Mesopotamia, because this monastery and the one we visit yesterday, Mar Hormuzd, there was the main church to the Middle East. And now it's just like a church, and also there is monks living inside the monastery, like around between 5 to 6 monks.
So in 2006, when they was rebuilding the monastery, they find some grave for some people they doesn't know who they are. So all of them they collected in this box and they put it here. And here, that's one. The first one is the grave for Mar Matthew, the first one who built this monastery.
Hello world.